So we are in the coding mode. Here I explained so many things according to the coding. Here we are going to design and development of the pattern, which is nothing but modeling. In modeling we have design and analysis should be there. In coding pattern we are using the primary prototype, secondary prototype. So primary prototype integer float character, and secondary prototype for loop, while loop, arrays should be there. So according to the third section, do not use a coding style that is too clever or too difficult to understand. So do not use a coding style that is too clever or too difficult to understand. Don't go for a clever pattern, don't go for without understanding. Code should be easy to understand. Code should be easy to understand. Whatever you are writing on the code, that should be easy to understand by the user in a different platforms. Many inexperienced engineers actually take pride in writing cryptic and incomprehensible code. Many inexperienced engineers, so experience are not there, freshers, actually take pride in writing cryptic and incompressible code. So compressible code and compressible code are there. The starting of the engineers, they will use incompressible code without writing any information. So that should be used in a different manner. Clever coding can obscure meaning of the code and hamper understanding. Clever coding can obscure meaning of the code and hamper understanding. It also makes maintenance difficulty. It also makes maintenance difficulty. What are the requirements are there? What are the main components are there? Avoids obscure side effects. So what are the different types of obscure side effects are there in the software engineering? Then we can call it as a different types of side effects are there. So based on that, you need to extend different platforms. And modification of your parameters passed by reference. Modification of your parameter passed by reference. Modification of your global variables and input-output operations. Modification of global variables and input-output operations. Whenever you are giving the input operations, then you will get the output operations. There are different types of aspects are there. You need to obtain, you need to get the solution from the actual thing is there. The code should be well documented. The code should be well documented. Whenever you are giving the code, there should be a well documented if-else statement, for loop statement, while do statement. So whatever it may be the code, there should be a well documented. As a rule of thumb, there must be at least one comment line on the average for every 3 source line. As a rule of the thumb rule, so we need to remember the thumb rule. There must be at least one comment line on the average for every 3 source line. So 3 source line, 1 comment line should be there. Do not use go-to statements. So we are not going to use any go-to statements. So it is given for some extended or enhanced level. Do not use any go-to statements. Use of go-to statements make a program unstructured. Use of a go-to statement make a program unstructured and makes it very difficult to understand. Don't use the go-to statement. It is very difficult to understand the program by the user in a different manner. So that terminology you can use in a different platforms, right? So you can use in a simple program and if-else statement, switch case, and printf, scanf. So what is the use of printf? What is the use of scanf? How to represent the printf? How to represent the scanf? Variable declaration, main menu. So main parentheses, symbols, and header files. And simple program you can use. Don't use the go-to statement. It is very difficult to understand by the programmer, or very difficult to understand by the user in a different manner. So we can call it as a go-to statement makes program unstructured and makes it very difficult to understand the program. Code review. Code review. Code review for a model is carried out after the module is successfully compiled and all the syntax errors have been eliminated. All the syntax errors have been eliminated. Code reviews are extremely cost effective. Code reviews are extremely cost effective strategies for reduction in coding errors. Reduction in coding errors and to produce high quality code. And to produce high quality code, there should be high quality code and there should be easy to understand. Any variable or any declaration should be easy to understand. That system we can call it as a high quality code, and which is there in the C programming. Code reviews are extremely cost effective. Code reviews are extremely cost effective strategies for reduction in coding errors and to produce high quality code. For reduction in coding errors and to produce high quality code. Normally, two types of reviews are carried out on the code of a module. Normally, two types of reviews are carried out on the code of a module. These two types code review techniques are code inspection and code walkthrough. Code inspection and code walkthrough. What do you mean by code inspection? What do you mean by code walkthrough? Code inspection is nothing but whatever the code you are giving, all the information should be very clear and all the information should be very clear to understand by any level of programming languages. Not only depends on the particular programming language, why don't you go for hardware components? So hardware components, I will tell you very simple example, embedded software. Suppose some hardware component is given to you. According to the hardware component, you need to write the software code or assembly language. Assembly language mainly depends on the software code which is there in the C program. If you know the C program very well, assembly language is very simple to understand in a different manner. So based on the assembly language, based on the C language, you are going to implement the assembly language which is there in the code reviews. Code reviews are extremely cost effective, which is flexible and inexpensive. So strategies for reduction in coding errors and to produce high quality code. Coding errors and to produce high quality code. So that should be maintained in a different platforms. So what type of information you are using, that should be very clear to understand by the different users. Normally, two types of reviews are carried out on the code of a module. These two types code review techniques are code inspection and code walkthrough. So whatever the code inspection is there, so you need to elaborate it, you need to get the solution from the code inspection and the code walkthrough. So all the code should be very clear and information should be very clear to understand in a different platform. We can call it a code walkthrough. Code walkthroughs, what are the statements are there? Code walkthroughs, what are the different types of statements are occurred? Code walkthrough is a informal code analysis technique. Code analyzation should be there. Code analysis should be there. Code analyzation should be there. In this technique, after a module has been coded, after completion of the module, successfully compiled and all syntax errors eliminated. In this technique, after a module has been coded, successfully compiled and all syntax errors eliminated. All syntax error will be eliminated. All syntax warnings eliminated. All the syntax bugs are eliminated. All the syntax testing cases are eliminated. A few members of the development team are giving the code few days before the walkthrough meeting to read and understand code. So what will be happen in the software industry? There are software engineer, senior software engineer, project leader, project manager. They will decide each and every platform in the step-by-step process, and they will implement all the information what is there in the different type of platforms. That is implementation of all the information which is there in the different types of levels. The main objectives of the walkthrough are to discover the algorithmic and logical errors in the code. The main objectives of the walkthrough are to discover the algorithmic and logical errors in the code. So what are the different types of algorithmic approach should be there? What are the different types of logical errors should be there? So logically and operators, logically or operators, symbolic impression, symbolic infix impression, symbolic outfix expression. There are so many symbols are there. We need to discuss a lot of things in elaborately in a different manner by using the different ideas. Algorithmic approach, logical errors in the code. The members note down their findings to discuss. These are walkthrough meeting where the coder or module is present. The members note down their findings to discuss this in a walkthrough meeting where the code of the module is present. Where the code of the module is present. Some of these guidelines are the following. The team performing code walkthrough should not be either too big or too small. The team performing code walkthrough should not be either too big or too small. Ideally, it should consist of between 3 to 7 members. Ideally, it should consist of between 3 to 7 members. So project counting should be the 3 to 7 members. Project counting should be 3 to 7 members. So they will do the process, they will design the pattern, they will develop the pattern, they are going to implement the pattern in a different manner. So that should be there in the coding terminology. Discussion should focus on discovery of errors and not on how to fix the discovered errors. Discussion should focus on discovery of errors and not on how to fix the discovered errors. In order to foster cooperation and to avoid the feeling among engineers that they are being evaluated in the code walk through meeting, managers should not attend the walkthrough meetings. Managers should not attend through walkthrough meetings. Walkthrough meeting in the sense a step-by-step process what is happening, a step-by-step module what is happening, a step-by-step task what is module what is using. When the complex problems are occurred, suppose I'll tell you one of the simple example. The theoretical part is there. According to the theoretical part, you need to implement the design and development code, and you need to write the simple programming language which is there in the software engineering. So walkthrough meetings should not attend. Managers should not attend the walkthrough meetings. They will look at all the information in the end of the session or end of the project. So engineers or senior software engineers will look into the information in a different manner, in a different approach. That should be there. So we can call it as a different ways of approaches. We can call it as a different ideas approaches are given to you. So based on that, you can enhance, elaborate, and extend the levels of the programming languages. Code inspection. In contrast to code walkthrough, contrast in the sense, so it may be clear or it may not be clear. So based on the image, the contrast should be there. Walkthrough, the aim of code inspection is to discover some common types of errors caused due to oversight and improve the quality of the information. So based on that, you need to go through all the platforms what are there in the different types of aspects. Next one, simulation of the code execution done in the code walkthroughs. Simulation should be there. A mathematical modeling should be there. Mathematical simulation should be there. So for the simulation, why don't you use computational fluid dynamics? Why don't you use computational intelligence system, parallel system, like high performance computing and distributed computing, all the terminology belonging to the um, techniques which we can call it as a simulation. So the hand simulation of the code execution done in code walkthroughs. Good software development companies collect statistics regarding different types of errors commonly committed by their engineers and identify the type of errors most frequently committed. Most frequently committed, that should be there. Such a list of commonly committed errors can be used during code inspection to look out for possible errors. To look out for possible errors. Whenever some type of information you are giving, the possible errors are occurred based on the different types of platforms, and you can go through it. Following is a list of some classical programming errors which can be checked during code inspection. Following is a list of some classical programming errors which can be checked during code inspection. Use of a uninitialized variables. Use of a uninitialized variables. Jumps into loops. So use of a uninitialized variables. So initialization should not be there. Initial identification should not be there. So that terminology we can call it as a uninitialized variables. That terminology we can call it as a uninitialized variables. Jumps into loops. Jumps into loops. Some information will be jumps into the loop. Terminations are occurred. Non-terminations are occurred. Non-terminating loops are there. Terminating loops are there. Incompatible assignments. So somewhere else you are going to give the incompatible assignments. What are the different types of incompatible assignments are there? Suppose you are giving some problems to the students. I am giving some problems to the students. Incompatible assignments are there. So based on that, you can look into the example and do the practice very simply and use the format very clearly and get the result. Then that is called the incompatible assignments. Array indices out of bounds. Array indices out of bounds. Array indicates out of the bounds of the different platforms. Array indicates different types of the out of the bounds. Then you will get the clarity of the picture. So what is happening in the array indicates out of the bounds. So either one-dimensional or two-dimensional platforms, you can use it. So nowadays people are very crazy about three-dimensional also, but we are unable to solve the three-dimensional problems nowadays. So it will take some time to complete the three-dimensional problems. And improper storage allocation and deallocation and so on. Improper storage allocation and deallocation and so on. So that is using in a different manner. So improper storage allocation should be there and deallocation should be there. So what are the different types of techniques or the software documentation? What do you mean by software documentation? After completion of the project, you're going for documentation. Documentation should be a structured format. Documentation should be a structured level. So introduction, software documentation, what are the topics you are going to put into your particular documentation? Introduction, internal documentation, external documentation, Ginnings for index, internal documentation, external documentation, Ginning Fox index, all the information should be kept in a software documentation, which we are calling it as a software documentation. So what are the different types of techniques are there? It is based on the introduction, software requirement specification, design documents, test document, installation manual, and so on. So according to all the platforms, you are going to do different cases, which is nothing but a software project. So here we have so many things to discuss, and you need to elaborate it. Thank you. So we'll discuss the next session. Thank you.